Hi to my girls, my gays, my theys, my bookish people. I guess this is video number 2. I really want to do a little sit down reading journal, and we're going to talk about the books I want to read in the next couple months as we enter the sunnier days. And we're also going to talk about some of my personal favorites. This is going to be more sit down, talk with me, hang with me, and yeah. Okay, so I finally sat down to do this, but also you can't see it from here. I set up my printer today. It was Amanda's printer, and then she gave it to me, and I have yet to set it up. So I set it up. So now my plan is to go onto Pinterest, and I really just want to make like a little cute TBR spread I was gonna do like monthly, but I don't crank out books like that. Like I used to be able to read like 3 or 4 books. No, that's maybe like 3 books in a month, and now it takes me like a month to get through one. So, just a busy gal. But I'm gonna make like a April and May TBR, and I have a couple of books that I want to get to like quickly, and then I'm gonna go through my shelf and kind of pull some and see what we can add to that list. So I'm gonna kind of time lapse me setting that up. Well, actually, yeah, and then I'll get back. We're back. I hope you enjoyed that little time-lapse segment of me setting up my page and finding all of the book covers to print out, because I also saw, well, first of all, I'm gonna put that printer to use. Second of all, I've been seeing girlies like print out the little book covers and like glue them in. I don't think that I have a glue stick here. I have a glue stick at school, so if I don't glue them in right now, I'll find glue. But look, how cute. Shout out colored ink. But I actually have this book stack, so let me go grab it really fast. I meant to pause it and come back and then ended the whole thing, but here's my stack. So first and foremost, I have on here finish current read. I'm reading Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. I am 193 pages in. I'm probably gonna, after I finish this, I'm probably gonna sit down with this for a while because I really want to crank out most of it or finish it this weekend. That's the goal, but I keep getting into heated rivalry fanfic wormholes on my phone, and then I sit for 3 hours reading fan fiction. And then I don't actually get to deal with my bookshelf. So, but if you're in that realm and you want to talk about fan fiction, leave a comment, let me know, because I found a couple, and there are a couple girlies on TikTok, and oh my god, they get it, they just get it. But the next one, speaking of heated rivalry, that I'm gonna read, I literally said in the last YouTube video I wasn't gonna read this book next. I lied to myself, because I've been getting spoilers on TikTok and I don't want any more. So I will be reading Role Model next. For those of you who are new, I have a couple friends who've just started Heated Rivalry. Read The Long Game and you'll be introduced to Troy Barrett, who I'm obsessed with, and then he has his own book. And a lot of the timelines cross over for The Long Game, and I'm having withdrawals. So this will be next. I was gonna read you the back, but that feels like a lot of work. So this will be my next one. And then I'm gonna cut out the cover and obviously on my TBR finish my book. That'll be the first one. And then I'll glue this one next. And then I said I was gonna read this one first, and I know that I'm not. But then I am gonna read The Art of Racing in the Rain. I just found out from Googling the book cover to put into my little book that there's a movie. So I'm gonna read, that was a lot, I'm sorry. I'm gonna read the book. after role model and then watch the movie as a reward. And then this one I bought like a long time ago, but I'm pretty sure the two main characters are teachers. Is Beg, Borrow, or Steal by Sarah Adams. I've heard really good things about what happened to the back of this book. Anyways, I've heard really good things about her writing. I know of a couple books that she's written, and I don't know, I'm intrigued. And yeah, let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Oh wait, he's the opposite of the wonderful hero she dreams up in her double life as a romance writer. Last thing I only saw coming, Jack's return at the start of the summer, but calling her blah, 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 blah. I thought that they were both teachers. That's what, I saw somebody talk about this in their review. Sends an email to their school's principal. Okay, they are teachers. So a little workplace, I think it's like a workplace enemies to lovers. Two feuding, they're second grade teachers? I'm a second grade teacher, shut up. It says two feuding second grade teachers and neighbors find themselves teaming up in this new rivals to lovers. Me, when I bought this so long ago that I literally forgot what it was about. So I'm gonna leave my little stack on top of my bookshelf. That way I know to get to these next. Rivals to lovers and their second grade teachers. I'm letting that sink in. I'm really excited. I said that I was gonna talk about some of my favorites while I did this. So let me pause really quick so I can get my scissors to cut these out. And then we're gonna talk about this bad boy. Because if we're gonna talk about favorites, we're gonna start with Taylor Jenkins Reid. Let me tell you that right now, but I'll be right back. Right back with the scissors. I also, if anybody has any like tips on how to edit videos, because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm literally just sitting down with my phone in front of me and we're just hanging out. So if anybody has any recommendations on how to like edit videos, or like, I don't know, I'm a huge Tana Mongeau stan, and she always has like funny little like sound effects or like memes that she puts in her videos, and I feel like there are a lot of instances where I could do that, but I don't know how. And I've literally just been putting every video clip into iMovie and letting it like auto transition, because I in fact don't know what I'm doing. I hope this fits in the little box. Okay, it fits, but my lines are messed up. Let me show. I said I was gonna flip the camera and then didn't. So what I was saying before was that all of my little thingies fit, but as you can see, I like have to erase the lines that I made because I don't know what I was thinking trying to map this out beforehand. I think just for like spacing reasons, so I knew how, what's the word, how big to like make these in Google Docs before I printed them out. But ew, a hair, I'm so sorry about that. But yeah, I don't know what I was thinking that these books were squares, but this is like the vision. And then obviously I'm gonna make this like pretty and decorated, and then at the end we have what we accomplished. So hopefully it's all 4 of these books by the end of May. I think I can do that if I really lock in, and I'll do more reading vlogs too. That way, like, I hold myself accountable for reading. Also, when my phone is recording, then I'm not on it watching fan edits or reading fan fiction. So there's that. All right, so while I stick all of these in here and kind of make this page pretty, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about some of my favorites. We're gonna start with this one. I read this past summer, like literally when it came out, and oh my God. First of all, anything that she writes is just perfection. Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo is like one of the first books I read getting into reading, and I have never sobbed like that reading words on a page. This one, I distinctly remember. So I read this like by the pool by my apartment, and I remember having sunnies on, sobbing while reading this, like just getting a tan. This book was everything. So basically, without spoiling, we're gonna give a little overview. So basically it says Joan Goodwin has been obsessed with the stars for as long as she remembers. She is content with her life as a professor of physics and astronomy and as an aunt to her precocious niece, Frances, until she comes across an advertisement seeking seeking the first women scientists to join NASA's space shuttle program. So basically it's kind of based off of the, the Apollo. I'm gonna butcher the history of this. Basically the first big, like, space mission, I'm pretty sure it's the Apollo 11? To go to the moon. Or to go to space. I'm not really sure the logistics there, but basically she's a scientist. Her and like her little cohort of friends that she makes, they're like their mission like group. Their whole mission is to go up to space. She's going to be one of the first women to operate. She's like an operator person, so she doesn't actually go up in the air. She went up in the air once. Oh, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. Didn't like it. If you know what? I'm going to put like a disclaimer, like possible spoilers, because I don't remember if that's supposed to be a secret or not, but basically she falls in love with a woman. We love the gays here. And it's beautiful. It's like Vanessa Ford, the woman you are. We love like a nerdier, kind of quieter partner, and then like the loud, kind of wild, like, but also like super intelligent, like counterpart. I hope I'm convincing you to read this book, because I really just, it feels like a lot of like jarble in my brain, and I haven't actually done any of this because I got excited. Basically, it's beautifully written. Her writing style is everything and more. I've thought that across all of her books. Writing style is amazing. Story is beautiful. Gay scientists who go to space in the 80s. Come on now. And yeah, it's just, the friendships are beautiful. Like, just the way that these people are like connecting and kind of fostering this like secret, because obviously it's the 80s, so like being out and gay is not, especially working for NASA, is not a thing in this point in time. So it's really just like a very found family, like cozy, I guess, feeling within the friends, but also like the love story of it all is beautiful. It's heart-wrenching. It's like, there's so much. Read the book. Just read the book. Also, side tangent, I couldn't find any glue, but I do have this double-sided tape that I think I'm gonna try. So we're gonna start there. And it's holding my, I don't know if you can see my little mimosa painting picture thing. It's holding that to the wall, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna hold this to a piece of paper. So we're gonna stick this on. I should probably time lapse this. Stop. Okay. Oh my God. All right. I don't know if you can see, we got my little sticky tape. And then I'm just gonna stick this right here. Okay. And then you'll see the vision. So I'm gonna put this one here, and then another one here, here, and here. And then I'm gonna go in and make it all cutesy. Maybe I'll time lapse this, that way you don't have to sit here and watch me peel shit. All right. They're all stuck in. That worked out well. So now I'm just gonna kind of like decorate while we talk about some of my other favorites, which in another video I want to like go through my whole bookshelf. But one, I'm gonna be moving soon, so I have been holding off on buying physical copies of books, which I say that like I didn't in the last 3 weeks buy 3 books, but like, I don't know. Like, for example, I want to buy all of the like Heated Rivalry books that I've read, even though I've read a lot of them on Kindle. And I have books that are kind of scattered all over the place. And like, I let one of my good friends borrow Happy Place by Emily Henry, which is another one of my favorites. And I have like a whole little section of my bookshelf dedicated to her. I could go on about that. Basically, another favorite, anything by Taylor Jenkins Reid, because One True Loves, I'll remember that book forever and ever. Like, even some of my favorite books, I feel like sometimes I have a hard time remembering. One True Loves. Are you joking? I remember the entirety of that book, and I don't want to say anything about it because I went in blind. You need to do the same. Read that book, go in blind. But I lent her Happy Place and One True Loves, and those are 2 of my favorites, so I would show you, but I don't have them right now. For this, though, we're going to pause on the book talking for a second because I want to pick my colors that I want to make this spread. And I feel like, I don't know, when I think of like April and May, I think of like springy colors. I'm thinking something along like these lines. Wait, that's not the one, hold on. That I wanted to grab. This was the one I wanted to grab. This is the color palette I'm feeling. Like the cute pinks and the greens. So I feel like April is this kind of green color. Actually, I'm gonna put those in black pen first and then go over it with marker. Can you tell I have raging ADHD? Because what was I saying? Oh, yeah, Emily Henry, recommend anything by her. She has like a wide variety. I feel like her Release Funny Story, I read that, and a lot of people didn't like it. I did. I thought it was very like new girl coded, but I don't know. It's also like different from what she normally puts out, but I really enjoyed that one. Happy Place, though, probably her best work. Book Lovers, also probably some of her best work. I will say I loved, obviously, Beach Read, and I gave it a 5 stars, but it wasn't as memorable to me as Book Lovers. Honestly, the other ones that I've read, even like People We Meet on Vacation, which granted, I did just get a refresher on that one because the movie just came out and I just watched that not too long ago. But I don't know. This is not a beach read hate, by the way. I love that book, but I just feel like it wasn't as memorable as for me. And maybe that just means I need to hit the reread, but we're gonna go underneath April. And then we're gonna do May in this like little pink color. And then the TBR will be in this like teal color. Oh, that's blue. Okay. This is false advertising. Anywho. And then maybe like, I want to do some like cute little like doodles, like some little, God, doing this without pencil first is making me stressed. Like some little leaves around the April, and maybe like some flowers around the May. This might look like shit. No, maybe it's cute. Can I fit another little one? Oh, yes, I can. And then what should I do for maybe like some raindrops? Oh, I really had to focus there. Okay, I feel like that's cute. My little doodles. I feel like I should add more, but we're gonna keep going and we're gonna see where we end up. Now I'm gonna outline with this green, the little box that I put everybody in. Oh, and then I'm gonna have to, I need a ruler. What am I doing? Oh, narts. This is rough. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. It's fine. Freehanding this was a choice, but you know, it's meant to be fun. It's not meant to be perfect. It's meant to be a hobby. I was saying something. I don't know. All I know is that I'm excited to read some of this book after this. This is taking a lot of brain power. I'm pretty sure I was saying something about Emily Henry though. Read all of her books. You'll have a great time. Read all of Taylor Jenkins Reid's books. Actually, I haven't even read all of hers. Malibu Rising, I've had a hard time getting into, but I also haven't tried that hard to read it. One True Loves I read, 10 out of 10. Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, 10 out of 10. Carrie Soto is back, read that, 10 out of 10. Atmosphere, 10 out of 10. So really you can't go wrong. She has two other though. I think it's After I Do and Forever Interrupted or something like that. Haven't read those, but those are like her earlier releases. She kind of is more in this like historical fiction realm, which I love a good historical fiction, which speaking of, because I love historical fiction, please comment below if you think, based on my personality that you've gathered from watching me yap, please let me know if you think that I would like Kristen Hanna books. Because I heard that she does historical fiction really well. And I'm always looking for something new. So yeah, let me know. Okay, this is cute. I think I'm gonna go through, add some more doodles, and then I'll check back. I hope you enjoy the lighting getting progressively worse as this video goes on because it's progressively getting darker outside. But I'm gonna wrap here because I finished my little spread. She's so cute. So up here I have current read, role model Troy and Harris. Dogs, duh. Also made into a movie. And then rivalry, and then what does this say? Second grade teachers as rivals, OMG. And just like little doodles, and then down here we have what we accomplished, and I just kind of made little check boxes. So when I finish all 4 of these, we can kind of check it off as we go. But I think she's cute. So now we have period. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you stayed for the whole like 25 minutes of this, I'm sending you all of my love because yeah, I don't know if I would listen to me talk for 25 minutes. So if you did, thank you and I love you, and I can't wait to keep doing this because honestly, I was feeling kind of in a funk earlier and I feel happier. I feel a lot less in a funk. So I'll see you guys next time. Please, as the YouTubers do, like, comment, subscribe, all of those things. I'm trying to be famous one day because a teacher needs a side hustle. Love y'all. Toodle.